Okay, going. This is Vin Vin GAYmer Radio, and we're here with quite a treat today. To start off with this particular show, I happen to actually have watched a response to one of my videos a month ago, and I had a comment about Diesel's live coverage.
Do you think she has themed bedding?
It is quite interesting to see this man work his magic, but I'm only going to comment on my particular comment here. So don't mind the background noise. We're going to get to the gaming soon enough. Gonna go boring wise. So, yo, Diesel, finally got around to watching this. Tell Mally I don't have any beef with her. Hold on. Just in case she actually believes what she actually said in the chat up there at this particular timestamp. You can go on the stream and click it for yourself if you want to know. Gonna try to rush this. Also got a very dry sense of humor, obviously. So you might not realize that's part of the joke from me when I said she admitted it. She said it herself. It's all connected. I don't know if they don't get humor or not. Not that I think you or anyone covering my videos are taking them all that seriously. I'm not taking anything said in the stream too seriously. I know you mostly do it for entertainment. I just wanted to see how people in Beckett's circle were spinning it for their audience, and I did. At least it's better than how Smash JT handled McDizzle blowing up his whole insider source stories, which is going to be the main topic. Well, ancillary, adjacent topic, if I do mind saying. And I'm using my main mic today, but I forgot I want to go with the dark tone to see how it reacts. So, wait, did you even cover that? I only caught a few of your streams before, which is true. I sort of thought his fucking weird little thing with the weird little, what was his name? Is it something about reverse predator insanity? I'm like, yeah, this is stupid as all shit. Yeah, but I did his McDizzle video. No, not his McDizzle video. His one on Grumps was okay, but I guess it doesn't pull in the views, which I understand personally. Yes. If you considering you credited McDizzle in your video, if I'm remembering correctly, I figured you would know all about that. See his light dig there. You know what? Forget I said anything, yo. I probably don't want to know, and I don't. And man, please tell me you don't actually think the video I missed the was about Beckett. It literally says Beyond Beckett in the title. But commentary has this sort of harebrained idea that everything's either a defense or hit piece or defense piece. They have a very simple mind from what I've seen, at least optically. I guess that conveys ideas is easier, simplistic language to get through to their particular audience. Hola. I'm hoping you're just playing dumb there and not actually that dumb. I swear, I thought the Gooner Gators were the ones with media literacy problems. No comment. These guys like to dodge. Okay, that's my term. Yes. I don't know if anyone else used that terminology, but I do. So now, to get onto the game, let's get that off and this up. And... Why? Okay. I'm gonna be special. I don't know exactly where to put this, so let me copy what War Daddy Gaming did with his screen last time. Last time I did this. So this is going to be a little low. Hopefully it's acceptable parameters for you to hear the video. I might need to adjust the volume on this. This might get too loud and overcome the video's audio, which is slightly lower than mine. Yes, yes, yes. Cringe, cringe, cringe. Just in my settings, let me put it down so this could be watchable in the future. Because no audio settings. This is gonna be a. Yeah, maybe I'll do it in the game. Nope. Start a new game. Okay. Let's start with a couple of things. Let's just start with this and put the volume up while I wait to do other things. My favorite meme.
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper. Especially the most oppressed group of all.
Gamers.
Completely reading it from a absolute.
Okay. I'll let the Outer Worlds intro play, hence why I started it. Look, it's Brie Larson. This almost seems like a parody off of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel here. Is quite an interesting choice. So enjoy the magnificent screen. Maybe I should so you can get the full feel for this, and I'll be quiet for a bit.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations,
This is cringe, but that is obviously on purpose.
tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments. The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base, and any unforeseen encounters.
Oh, I think this is where I come in as a player. So, body type 1 and 2, A and B. There we go. Yeah, let me go with just that. Let's go with the black chick. She at least looks attractive. No way to actually increase the breast size? How horrible. Wait. You can put prosthetics on. Prosthetics. Okay. Don't care. Want to get into the gameplay. I have a particular thing. What should I? This is my current profile. Let's go with Renegade. Okay, that's what I see myself as sometimes. In a Mimi sort of way. Renegade, yeah, of course, have to go with the brilliant. Definitely not suave, definitely not lucky, not heroic or brawny. Yeah, let's go with innovative so I can take a -1. Abrasive, 100% me, so. Except for the sort of black woman. What? Is it not letting me go through? What? Did I lose my brilliant status? I want that abrasive status. Oh. Okay. Abrasive, not really a hacker. Science, bitches! I'll go with that. No leadership skills, no lock picking. Yay, I'll go with guns. Guns. I'm fairly decent in, at least, arcade games and carnival games. So we'll go with that, and we'll start the War Daddy Gaming. I do a little bit of lead-in to him covering someone called Marcus Fox, just to get an idea. One of Smash JT's orbiters, or simps if you want to be nasty about that.
Dumbass, fucking woke perspective. You only look at the world, as you've shown in the beginning of this video, you only look at the world through the lenses of everything is woke. So,
Mostly War Daddy Gaming. It's a little bit more complex than that. They tried to replace woke with DEI. It's basically becoming the same thing, because actually it's worse, because DEI actually includes some very good things, like them going against the veterans. They hate the woke so much that they went against veterans just because that was under the DEI umbrella. That was bad fucking optics. Oh, I have a third one. I forgot about that. I'm not that brilliant, obviously. I like a servant. Okay, I used it last playthrough, but it works also. Commander. Let's go with Vin Vin. Yeah, it doesn't matter that he actually ended up on David Rubin when he did his little turn, okay? They don't do any research. They don't care about the context like other people. But I embrace woke. The actual grassroots anti-woke perspectives. But everyone, as someone pointed out, no one can define woke. Everyone has their own personal subjective view of it. My nutshell is power plus identity. And some of the identities get really fucking weird. Like, I'm not even talking about white or Christian, gamers. Hence why I have that meme in the beginning of this. But yes, Vin Vin, the strong black lead. So, okay, good. Play that music.
dude, I'm a conservative in the video game industry. Quote unquote woke. My theory about this is, yes, I hate to tell you, but there's a lot of fucking people that are turning away from you that are conservatives. There's a lot of conservatives, especially you're talking about more.
I'm not a conservative, so I cannot speak for them, okay? I best identify with radical centrist, but even that's a mean phrase. What the hell does it mean? It's up to you.
Moderate conservatives that are turning away from the conservative party. That's just the way it is. Things have gotten way too
True.
radical on that side, just like it did on the other side with the progressives. That, yeah, you have a lot of people turning against you. Conservatives and gamers are tired of hearing the same.
War Daddy Gaming strikes me as I've been on his streams before. I've been in his chats. And let me let this play so I don't have overlap in audio. I should put it up. Shit. I think I already have the audio. Let me actually make sure of something.
Argument over and over and over again.
Checking levels.
Especially when they go after games people like. Gamers don't play around with that. We never have. is that you guys don't like the game because it has a female protagonist. Didn't you call Tales of Kenzera Zhao woke because it had black people?
Oh yes. Let me see if I can skip the intro here. Don't want to cuck all the prospects. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you can find plenty of playthroughs with that. Just giving you a good idea of how the game goes along with my other sort of accomplishments here. Okay, get back into this and get back into the game.
His behavior.
So notice he's only got 3 clips, right? He's got the didn't you call that black? He's got the where he says woke.
Yes, completely actually missing all the actual points in the debate that this is supposed to be. This is just a attack trying to kick someone who's been right-leaning, one of the few right-leaning people in the gaming industry out, trying to revoke. These tourists are trying to revoke his rightoid pass, or his rightist pass, whatever you want to call him. He's a libertarian. They tend to be socially whatever, but very capitalistic.
And one other clip that he showed? So where's all this evidence that he's not a conservative?
And his words, his actions show he's not.
Yes, it's not anything about his political position. It's that he talks like the wokies know. He talks like a normal person who's well adjusted in the world, who deals with reality and don't just cope online.
He's another one of the phonies in our midst. And one of the biggest problems that the right has, one of the biggest problems.
All these people just came along a year or two ago and started doing this content. Why, Colin actually got canceled for his, actually a joke on Twitter on International Women's Day. Okay. He joked about that and pretty much got canned from a lot of things. Went on Dave Rubin. Yeah. Dave Rubin, I agree. Ain't the greatest person, but that's the culture back then for the right. Now it's radically changed where Ben Shapiro and people have to choose between Ben Shapiro and Nick Fuentes. God.
That conservatives have is that there are a lot of
I can't believe I have to side with Ben Shapiro on anything. Trust me, I do not really respect him too much, but if I had to choose two, gun to the head, luckily I don't have to choose two because I'm not a rightoid. I'm a radical centrist.
You're not my kind of conservative. You're not what
Based.
I believe conservatism is. Yeah, bud, because you're so far over the hedge that you can't actually...
No, he's a grifter, okay? He's willing to say anything for his team, who are pretty much, I wouldn't call them woke right. I would call them, what is the term? Woke grifters, okay? They have any positions. The woke is more about the postmodern thinking and being divorced from actual reality and facts, which this group is. Colin is not. You accept the reality, even if you don't like the reality. Those who don't are postmodernists.
Actually see what the people around you are thinking, or what's, actually happening in the real world. You just scream woke all day, like the little boy crying wolf.
Phonies among us trying to push us leftward, to make us think that no, it's conservative to be leftist. It's totally conservative to be woke. There's nothing wrong with a conservative just being more like a leftist.
Have you noticed how he has shown no evidence in this video so far of the woke that he's claiming, right?
At least according to how Colin Wokiarty is talking. I gotta say, I'm absolutely disgusted, truly, deeply disgusted by Colin Moriarty's behavior during that live stream.
Wow, I'm sorry you're a fucking crybaby who can't handle a little bit of fucking hard words thrown at you. Smash came at him. he took on the, he challenged Smash, and I'll give Smash got the balls to get on stream with him, but then you can't go toe to toe, so you want to cry that he was too mean on stream to you? Get fucked, you pathetic crybaby loser. Fucking soy behavior.
Now, I don't care who people think won or lost the debate. That is a subjective opinion.
That's a subjective opinion. Like your feelings aren't subjective, Marcus Fox.
There was no...
Oh, we don't want to talk about that, huh? Yeah, it is a subjective opinion, but I guarantee you that Smash didn't have it go the way he wanted it to.
Judge, there is no objective standard by which to determine who wins or loses, and nothing is either won or lost. They both gain by getting...
Unless Smash would have had the popular vote, then things would have been a little bit different, I'm assuming.
Their name out there. Smash AT got more views for his video, which is fine. Colin Moriarty may have gotten more views from people that didn't know he existed and might check out
Jesus Christ, this game just looks fucking boring.
his channel. Basically, anytime people have beef, they get more views, generally speaking.
So it's all about beef, guys. It's okay.
It is. It's about drama.
Like an absolute fucking moron on that. It's okay that Smash only talked about how he felt that this data wasn't real, or felt that the industry was hiding things. That doesn't matter, guys. It's okay.
Problem I have is Colin pretending.
Yes, ignorance and backing up with his feelings. Okay. It's standpoint theory. Something that's widely accredited to feminism, but it seems like dipshits like Smash and this guy, that's their thing. They're just rightoid versions of... I'm trying to think of her name. Arcadia? Yeah, let's just go with Arcada. Arcada something. I always forget. Anita Sarkeesian. Fucking hell. They're just rightoid versions. Instead of everything being sexist, racist, everything is woke, and they even go with racist still.
To be one of us. Pretending
One
not
of
to be
us.
pretending
One
to be
of
a
us.
You have no idea what a conservative is anymore. You have no idea what the average American really wants. You have no idea what woke even is to you. You just find whatever you can and fucking call it woke. And of course, when you have statements...
No war. They find whatever Grums or someone else in their group calls woke, and they go with their logic. Not that hard.
It's like you've made where if I say woke, or I say you're mad that they chose a female protagonist, you're going to throw all of these words at me just like the wokies did back in the day. You're going to, instead of calling me racist, you're going to call me misandrist. Instead of... well, you might actually call me racist. You're going to call me a grifter because I don't believe in what you want to believe in. You're going to call me woke. You're going to call me whatever you want to call me. And
True.
it's because you don't actually want to engage with any of the arguments.
No, it's because
This
they
whole
can't.
video shows that, where you have just
They can't
one
engage.
for one, not shown any evidence of the thing. Like, it would be so simple. I could make a video
Unavailable.
like this with gaming in the background and then pop up a clip of some anti-woke website or some gay person on a pride flag. Like, even Andy Pants does it, right? But you didn't. You just talked about your feelings. Oh, and if you don't know what woke is, then you haven't been paying attention.
Conservative.
Yeah, he's just a Smash shill.
That's disgusting and abhorrent behavior. He just needs to be what he is. So, Colin, if you're actually watching this video, which I doubt you are, but
He's not.
Probably
I have
not.
this to say to you. You need to do some serious soul searching if you legit believe you're a conservative. Because I can tell you right now, it's easy for us to see you're not. It's very easy to tell.
It's very easy.
You're one.
It's very easy for me to call you something else. Yeah, it is, because anybody can say fucking words. I could say you're a black woman, and, You're not.
Yes.
I mean, obviously
Reality
you're not,
exists.
but I could call you one because words exist. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make your statement any more true, and definitely not after the 3 clips you've shown in a 14-minute video. It seems like you just pandered this out to make time on YouTube.
One of the
True.
woke, you're one of the leftists. That's what you are, based on what you do and what you...
Well, I can tell you this too, when they say you're one of the leftists, yes, if you're on the farther right you are, everybody else is on the left. That's just how it works. It's the same thing that happened with the lefts. You got the more extreme progressive lefts calling everyone who is liberal and left right.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about, you know, Joe Rogan when he first started out was very liberal.
Good example.
In his views and things like that. And what happened? He was called woke. He was called, you know, racist, right wing, all these different things. Same thing with
speed running the
other comedians who were more liberal and stuff like that. You're just you. If you are all the way to the right, everyone else is left. So your statement means nothing, right? You're not looking at it from the middle.
Good
if you're
for
on the
her.
left saying that everyone's right wing, guess what? You're too far on the left. All right, so that was as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Let's get into Smash JT. Did anyone? Let me see if I can.
Yep. I sort of cucked that because it was a response, and I'm going to be going more over what Ward says here about Smash, because he's found some interesting things.
Find that video. What's the issue? Pull the levers. Where is it?
Okay, jump ahead.
Is to me, where The Last of Us is more of an adventure to experience all of these lives. People are mad that Joel got killed off. It's like, let's just go with the flow of the story.
Yeah, Smash used to have a different position. Last of Us 2, Sony Pony? I don't even fucking know. I don't deal with the console wars.
Storyline. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, okay, it might have done that.
Go back and play Metal Gear Solid 2 with this new...
I can say with it, what Smash said there, I was kind of on the same boat at that time. I wanted to play more Solid Snake, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, it's not any more weird than...
I didn't play that game. I was a big stan for Ghost of Tsushima. And now that it's come around to Ghost of Yotai, which I probably would play if I actually had a PlayStation 5, which, yeah, I don't want to get. I might get just to play some of the games, but who knows?
The rest of the Metal Gear series. But it wasn't what I was looking for at the time. But I was younger.
Approach that I have to gaming of just enjoying the storyline and taking it in. I feel like I've matured as a gamer, where back in the day...
Matured as a gamer, that's what I love to hear, Smash.
The original Metal Gear Solid 2 pissed me off.
Yeah, everyone always uses the maturity thing to sort of talk down to people who don't go with them. Try to shame them into, be like, we're the mature ones, you sure? You seem rather immature. Fuck off. Okay, literally fuck off with that shit. Because maturity, yeah.
Off because I was playing as somebody other than Solid Snake. Or Halo ODST pissed me off because I wasn't playing as Master Chief. And this game is...
Yeah, true.
They don't get to play as Joel. Or they don't get to play as Ellie the whole time. Or whatever it is. I feel like people need to remove all their predispositions and biases going into these games. And...
yeah, matured as a gamer. That's almost oxymoronic, okay. You have to know when you can game as an adult and not whine about certain things. Unless that's your job, Smash, which you try to make it is, and your dream is big, but you don't talk about games now. You talk about the culture war. Just own it, man, instead of try to use it as a own against Colin or other people that you are a real gamer.
Grow up, enjoy the experience for what it is being presented to you as the...
Oh man, just guys, just enjoy the.
This also shows that Smash is not a fucking nerd to any what degree. Nerds at any age will argue over games, okay? We try to not get as vicious as Smash has been and try to sort of kick them out or cancel them as Smash is done, but rules for thee, not for me.
Game. Try it out if you want to try it out. If it doesn't look like your cup of tea, move on, right? We can talk about game mechanics. We can talk about live service bullshit and things like that, but you don't have to worry about this woke hating on the character of Ellie. You just need to just enjoy the game and you know.
Because once you do that, once you let go of all of those stresses, all those things that you just like, oh my god, this is how I want the game to be. It should be like this. Once you let go of that and just enjoy it, let the...
What an amazing statement by Smash JT. Like just once you put all of that pattern recognition aside, Mark needs to watch this. Like, once you put all that pattern recognition aside and just play the game, you get a completely different view of it. It's sad to see how most of the anti-woke had passion and not copy-paste talking points. Yeah, it is really sad to see.
The game come to you and just
But
what it is.
we're going to go a little bit more into Smash.
All the maturity argument is copy-paste, okay, yes. War does a good job of covering this. Got to give props to the man for at least this coverage, even if I think some of his other coverage is a little soy. But
surprised with
that's
how much
subjective.
You enjoy what these games have to offer, and not just the storyline. Like, yes, I'm.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Savvy was a lib 2 years ago. Smash JT has made, he went shirts off for female gamers. He did this video talking about the Last of Us 2.
He also did red face and tried to lie about it, saying other people. Now, I'm not going to make the racist claim. I know he was trying to do a thumbnail. I don't consider that racist. I just think it's stupid. Red face for a game.
Now, I see a lot of people talking about how nice this Smash was and this is the Smash they want and things like that. But there's a problem with that, right? BLM in the hot tub. I have never seen the BLM hot tub stream, and I can't find it anywhere. If anyone can find me a copy of the BLM hot tub stream, I will watch it. He deleted it, yeah, and I don't think anyone archived it. It sucks. Because he got called out for it. I'm surprised he's not gonna delete these videos, but they're already the t-shirt one is on my channel. I've already gone over that entire video on stream.
You got him.
It's on the internet forever. Yet lady saying Antifa yay when it was trendy is damnable. Of course, because this Smash even here, this Smash right here isn't the real Smash. Smash puts on a...
Yeah, I think War's going to do this. This guy was all for Black Lives Matter back in there. A trend?
Facade for what he thinks is going to work for his channel. He's
most likely
always done it, right? He constantly tried to push his videos at other content creators to get them to watch it. He went to...
Oh, he muted. He muted. Let me just skip ahead.
But what was Smash JT's thing? Arrested. They should have given him a medal. And then he later on said...
Basically, to sum up with War said, and I can't confirm if that's true, but like Nicholas Diorio or Tipster, was it, told him to knock it the fuck off. Missing the context. Watch this whole stream. Watch some of his other streams. It's okay most of the time. Some of the time.
Says people sitting in the streets should be arrested. How many times have I said this guy is not for the Constitution? He's not for freedom of speech. Now, there's an argument to be made about these people blocking roadways and things like that. I think with those protests,
there's always an argument to be made. Okay. Is it a good argument or a bad argument? Sorry.
Like I don't know where the law falls on that, especially under the Constitution. You know, peaceful protests can mean a lot of things. Is it a peaceful protest if you're blocking traffic? Potentially, but if the...
Yeah, but if you're blocking traffic to sort of try to get people out of cars, that's a little bit different. Intimidated. There's a certain line with that.
Police were already there. The police might have already been directing traffic away from that one street. You could probably go a block down and get to the other one. Or it's like one of, you know, any number of things. You can't see much from the video. But being okay with anybody running over over people, period, nah, that doesn't sit well with me. I could tell you what I would do in this situation, but it would probably get me banned. So let's find out who Smash JT was in the past. Clout Goblin 0, more like Butt Goblin. I really hate how much they just don't criticize each other, especially when they do this. Oh, 100%. Well, I mean, Grums is the perfect example. They'll lightly say, oh, Grums, you know, yeah, we've called him out for the gaming, but they really haven't. There hasn't been any serious Grums call out. And he is... True. Or he was... Excuse me. He was and still is a problem with the industry. He was a problem in the AAA industry when he...
From what I know, yes. Okay. And I even have one of these, I even got a DM from one of his former employees over something else. But yes, Grums, they don't call him out. They say, finish your fucking game. And completely ignore almost everything. They just want to be able to have the own, okay? That's it. They know they can't defend it. They'll have this sort of half-ass sort of thing. He's good for the industry. He's good for their movement. This is basically Keffels on the left. Keffels is a great comparison to compare this to because she was good for the movement at the time. They ignored it. Same thing, different perspective. And hell, despite the problems of all that shit around trans issues, she was at least better that way. Okay. She at least got swatted, even if she overplayed it and spent the money elsewhere. Grums did much more massive crowdfunding, and the work done on the game, the backers, yeah, calling it a scam isn't something I think anyone should deny. I mean, you can argue the semantics of that, but Ember, or the game formerly known as Ember, complete and utter scam at this point. Even if he finishes it, it's not going to be worth the money the backers put into it. I'll be surprised if anyone agrees, except for Giga Bear Banda, but he's a total shill himself. And a whale.
His own company.
Did I pause this? Yep. Okay.
He was the founder of the Firefall bus.
Correct yourself. Oh, wait, no.
You know, he had control. So he had control of Firefall. He was a lead dude in it. He was one of the founders, right? He was a founder of Firefall. God, it's been so long since I looked at this. It was his idea for the bus. Grum's backers are getting angrier and angrier, and I am all for it. They need to. So he showed what a failed dev was, what was wrong with the gaming industry, where they were wasting money on bullshit and saying games were expensive, where they were pushing into live service bullshit that nobody wanted in their games except for, you know, the football, the sports players and gacha games. That was all the huge pushbacks were in the gaming industry before this woke shit came around. And a lot of the companies that are dead and dying now.
It also serves as a great distraction from a lot of the malpractices in the gaming industry, this whole woke stuff. Now, I'm not going to say there's no DEI practices that aren't bad, because there are. And it's probably not good. The whole Sweet Baby Inc. diversity console stuff, that kills creativity. It creates safe corporate slop. Okay. I have a video in the queue, which I won't go over, but in the sort of book industry sensitivity readings, people are mixed on that, even on the left. And that's the sort of thing, at least one part. I mean, I'm not even going to be like, this is the only thing Sweet Baby Inc. They're trying to use their sensitivity sort of progressive shtick to get into the industry, which I can't blame them for. But what they do, sanitize and definitely probably waters down artistic creativity, which is why I'm more against it.
Died off of the backs of live services. Ubisoft is a good example I see people bring up all the time, but if you look at Ubisoft's history and everything they've done in the industry, they've done it to themselves. You know, they are a trail of failed projects and mismanaged money. Ironic, he does the same practices. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't change much, the gotcha and stuff like that. Well, he wasn't talking about Grum's never got into that kind of live service fight. That wasn't his fight. His fight was trying to get in on the original Gamergate, and he did like one good thing, I think, or something like that people found good. I don't remember what it.
I don't even think it was one good thing. He was trying to set up something against something that could have been good or bad. I forget what it was. It didn't seem like that big of a deal at the time.
It was exactly. You'd have to ask someone like
he was more neutral, and he didn't even make a difference there, if I remember correctly.
It was... Shit.
Oh, God.
This is a crazy statement. It was... Yep, we're about to watch some more Smash. You know how this is going to go.
Smash the Smash.
The Gamergate 1 was where he started to make his name again. Because before that, everyone knew he was a laughingstock. The AAA industry knew he was a laughingstock.
Not really a laughingstock, but they didn't want to work with him.
The topic, since I've gone
maybe a
on
laughingstock.
Is this him being a shit face and calling Ian a scammer? Yes. This is that video you sent me. We're gonna watch this one and maybe some of the other one too. Because I want you to get the idea of who Smash JT is. Now, I've watched this one. I haven't watched the full other one you sent me, Collective. We might watch some of that because I want to see what he says about Ian. I'm not going to... having dyslexia and losing your mind is fucking terrible.
I'm
his
sure.
coping, I guess, is what we'll say.
I need to stop skipping. I need to just play the game.
His coping on this. So this video happens
cope and
after
see.
it's pretty much come out that
That's
Amico
how
is
it goes.
Terrible.
Sneak,
and everything else. It's pretty much been shown that Tommy is the shit scammer that he is, and it's been officially put out there, right?
Yep.
We're no longer fighting back
the
and
L,
forth.
Smash.
Smash is going to admit
Smash
that,
can't take the L.
Ian Ferguson was right, and then completely shift. And he's done this multiple times, even up today, right?
Yeah.
It is the shirtless wonder here again. Gotta live up to my name, right?
Oh, let me see what this is.
Yes, we got a conversation to have, and actually this time it has not very much to do with Pat. It has to do with that other guy, Ian.
Sure.
Ian Ferguson, the second half, the lower tier on the CU podcast.
Lower tier.
I just want to bring up a few things that are...
This is just mind-boggling stupid.
Here and
contradictory.
So, okay, Pat and Ian were right about the entire.
They were right.
I want you to remember this part as we get further into this.
Whoops.
And it kills me to say that because these guys are assholes.
These guys
a lot of people are
so
assholes.
It kills me to admit that they were right, and I was completely wrong, and I wasted 10 grand on this guy, but I got to ride around in his car, so Am I really the dumbass?
Like, both of them equally in their own right, complete assholes. But assholes can be right once in a while. You know, that's the annoying thing. But at least you got to accept the fact. When you're right, you're right. And you guys, you're right. The problem here is, though...
The problem here. That might as well be a but.
Yes, it is. And he stole that from Spaceballs.
Where they constantly keep saying, this isn't even our victory lap. This isn't even our final form.
Oh, God.
Like,
Stop being
you're
such
letting
a
your
bitch.
cockiness get you just a little bit. So I'm here to bring you back down to earth.
Oh, yes.
Because fair is fair.
What?
Ian is extremely critical of Intellivision crowdfunding.
Why is he think he's in the person to bring him back down to earth? That's a better question. Okay. They were right. Why do you think you have a place in this? I'm just wondering. It would be good to know.
A console.
Yes, When was this? I'm trying to think of where crowdfunding was, because crowdfunding hasn't always had a positive outlook, especially when it comes to
Kickstarter crap. Okay. There's plenty of scams within that industry.
larger names and things like that, crowdfunding off of people, because there's so many that have turned into scams, especially around gaming.
Especially
even more so when you talk about
Ember.
MMOs.
Former.
He looks like the typical Californian.
And making leaps that it was, we'll say, for lack of a better word, a way to take money out of people that don't know any better.
But you just said they were right. It was a way to take money out of people who didn't know any better.
To put into the pockets of Tommy Tellerico and other higher-ups over at Intellivision.
It was to put that into the pockets of Tommy Tellerico.
Yeah.
Fair? Fair.
He even says it's fair. Okay.
Then we have an interesting little thing that's transpired here. Brought up by Retro Bro, who reminded me of it, but I definitely saw it live and tried to bury it from my memory.
This is...
It happened. I believe 2017, January 2017.
This is rhetorically what people call a whataboutism. And it's conflating two unequal things with each other. This isn't even a good whataboutism, as Smash is going to point out. I mean, sorry, as War is going to... I feel dirty for mistaking each other.
Something like that.
Dude, you got to be digging. You got to be digging for something.
He
to
is.
Go back to try and find something on another guy.
Where Ian was out of work because of back issues.
Okay, yeah, that happens sometimes.
Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Because the GoFundMe page that he had has been closed. And
right.
with him taking nearly $30,000 from people wishing him well. And you know, here's the thing, like,
so his what he's pushing so far, as we'll go into this, is that Ian crowdfunded, so he shouldn't complain when Tommy crowdfunds and abuses that money.
Pretty much. That seems like the argument Smash is trying to suss out here.
So you should, if you've crowdfunded, you should never complain about crowdfunding.
I mean, it sounds as reductive as all hell, but yeah, that does.
Your take on it.
It does seem to be his take.
Overall is bad if you hate crowdfunding. There's no legitimate reasons why you would crowdfund or do any of that to make money. If you do, you're a clout chaser that's just trying to get money out of people. I mean, that's kind of the idea of crowdfunding, I guess, is you need help with getting money from people because of things that happen to you. You know, things like things like lawsuits. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
I am skipping ahead. it went funky on him. So, yeah.
Stand. Okay, woo! It was just giving me an error 4 message on his account. So, you should never,
Heal.
crowdfund. Ever.
He has officially filed a lawsuit.
It's just, if you believe crowdfunding bad, you should never, ever do it.
You're playing this too much, War. Playing it up.
Oh, man, someone gave him $1,000. Max Resist. Got him up to 73,000. 17 days ago. I don't know, whoever this Max Resist is. Before that, it was 1 month ago. He's not getting a lot of donations, so, you know, always good to check up on it. Holy fuck. That almost got me excited. I got a little excited right there.
Why?
So yeah, this is just a complete, well, you crowdfunded.
Pretty much. It does seem to be that way. Reductive as all hell.
You're hurting?
Yes, mind of this could have been avoided if he didn't make 60 plus videos on one woman, right? There's tons of people that
but
have
my
beef back
freedom
and
of
forth online
speech
that make videos on each other and things like that don't cause the massive amounts of harassment, the loss of job, the
but she harassed him, War. Don't you know that?
That's a pretty common thing for people to beef
makes her a hypocrite for complaining about her harassment when she harassed. I'm doing that ironically.
Okay. Fair's fair.
And I'm losing the radio persona.
When you run your own GoFundMe account and campaign for being sick or hurt.
So people can't believe that someone like Tommy Tellerico crowdfunding what officially became a scam or is known as a scam. What's going on, Tired Kimoji? Is the same as someone who hurt their back and is out of work using the GoFundMe for what it was designed to be used for. People asking for money in hard times. Same thing. Absolutely the same thing.
So you say, we'll take your word for that.
This is also, let's get into Smash's like demeanor on this. He is.
Can we not?
Been found in the wrong, right?
Oh, okay, that's not demeanor.
He has lightly admitted. He said in the beginning of the video, you know, you guys were right about the Amico.
Yeah.
Admitting that he was at fault, but then he still has to get a dig on them. He can't in any way just take the L. There has to be something bad about them. This is who Smash JT really is.
Wow. Saying that's who he really is. It's like saying
but then have the
someone is no one, and they take whatever form they need to.
Go on the CU podcast and berate Tommy for doing a fundraising campaign.
Again, like he's still defending Tommy in this whole situation.
He does seem
still defending Tommy in this whole situation.
But this is a different sort of defense, okay? This is definitely a different sort of defense. This is defense by going on the attack, okay? He has to admit Tommy did something wrong at this point, but he's trying to do this whataboutism with someone else. And I'm sure some people will actually find a hypocritical point in here. But you know what? If Tommy Tallarico didn't actually do something, or not as much, which I think it's a practically objectively proven that Tommy, everyone believes it's a scam because it has a lot of issues. Probably the only reason he's not in jail is because no one's suing him. But you can take a look into that yourself.
He can't admit he was wrong. He can't admit that. He can't just admit that it was what it was. He has to still show that they're bad people. It's not me, guys. I'm not the bad guy in this. Look at the things they're still doing.
Or the video game console. I'm struggling on where you draw the line ethically.
probably from scams, right?
Like Smash has ethics. I hate the people who go into ethical arguments and they don't let them know what their ethics are. Smashes is all about me, 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 or my side, my side, my side. My ethics are real simple. I do what I need to figure out what is most likely true, given all the evidence available.
Someone who gets their back hurt, or sick to the point that they...
Usually, both sides are guilty of something. To what degree? That's all about their priorities, but mine is truth.
Can't work.
At the end of the day.
It's probably okay to crowdfund. I personally wouldn't. That's just me. Maybe lawsuits. I can see crowdfunding some lawsuits, depending on the size of the person, the funds of the person, right? If you're a little guy getting sued by like a big guy, I can see crowdfunding there. When you're...
I'm going to skip this because this is all wars. And I agree with a lot of his perspectives on this. Okay. If it's just for greed, basically misappropriating funds for something that they're not meant for. Yeah. Tommy Tallarico, it seems like they just lied about the development of the Amigo. There's several fake sort of displays. That's dishonesty to sort of trick investors into it. And with Grums is a game formerly known as Ember. It's just such a slow development. He had a whole bunch of money. Where the fuck did that money go? Because he's been known to misappropriate funds, like what he was supposed to send to go to some sort of the Fireball buses. You can argue that was just a stupid planning on Grums's behalf, but there's another thing where he took money that was supposed to go someplace to give to an organization that he was pretty much starting, some activist organization.
Money. But I don't have a problem with it. Crowdfund.
And I'm going off of memory, so I could be off on some details.
Like a scam, and you're crowdfunding for it. Yeah. I think that's not something you should do.
Where it's okay for somebody at what point to do crowdfunding.
Come on.
But then for someone else.
Thank you. Lie.
Lie. Inhumane. You are a
irony of me saying truth ethics, then I lie in the game.
Well, yeah, he's not showing. If I remember, the crowdfunding came before anything else, so there was just an idea, which happens a lot in crowdfunding. But you should have at least put something together.
I'm just gonna run.
So what if the Intellivision was a lie from the get-go? And Tommy created the Fig campaign and the Republic campaign just to...
Then he was lying and scamming people. What's your fucking point?
Swindle my $10,000 from me and...
Oh, Smash is a victim, so you should feel bad for him.
You can't...
Playing the victim card. Even though you got a card, I think he brings it up. And why am I not putting this back on? Because I'm cucking.
Deny the car ride.
Is that different from
the
people
content.
Believing you that you're sick or hurt?
Because he didn't suddenly fly to Vegas off of the $30,000. Like this is just really bad luck. This is
sort of has some overlap with the shit Parlo did with his GoFundMes. Unless you really need it and are going to use it for whatever GoFundMe, or if you're a dishonest, lying jackass, you can use it on other stuff. Parlo's even better than both Grums and it, even though, he definitely, oh God, let me not get in there.
Very familiar.
And raising 27...
Yeah, comparing it to a celebrity saying, no, we won't crowdfund for a video game console. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He did say he wouldn't crowdfund for it, right? And then he crowdfunded.
Plus $1,000 for your own personal benefit. And here we are,
years later, no residual effects from the no issues.
What are you supposed to see? He said
Yeah.
he couldn't work.
Okay.
He needed a little bit of money. What was his goal? Was his goal the 30,000, or is that just what happened?
War's missing. He's questioning if he needed that money for a surgery. Okay. This is even more fucked up than War's thinking. Maybe he'll bring it up.
You see where it's like, oh, well, we didn't see anything
Okay.
from what you did with the money.
Yeah. Okay.
It's funny because Smash isn't showing his receipts for what he's been spending the money on that people have been giving him, asking for 2,000. Yeah, that's exactly the point I was getting to. Here we are, Jeff, asking for 200K, but then immediately flying out on vacation with your family. Like, are you really hurting for that money, or is it just that your fans are paying for it?
There's no problems. Everything's
Yeah, he's virtue signaling.
and you got away scot-free with $27,000, dude. Now, I'm sure if you see this video, you'll have some random excuse to give yourself a defense, but end of the
Why
day,
does he need a defense?
Nah, man. You're no better than Tommy. It's literally exactly...
You're no better than Tommy. Tommy, he will defend the people he's close to a fault. It doesn't matter if they're a scammer that scammed probably over $1 million at this point from his backers. It doesn't matter if you are a complete degenerate. It doesn't matter. If you're his friend, even if you're wrong, he's gonna defend you.
How you know
Science,
Tommy is
bitches!
because
Nice.
it takes one to know one.
Oh God.
What a
Brain
child
rot.
fucking statement.
Yeah, maturity. No me, no you.
And on top of that, we have Ian spouting lies on his podcast with Pat.
Is he about to cry?
Well, just take a listen to
Lame
yourself.
War. What lies?
Nope. Did not call you poor.
This is another thing that a lot of bad faith actors, I guess is the best word, do. They call things lies when, like Barlow did. A lot of bad faith people do it. Like, oh, that isn't what I actually said. That's a lie. No, you're interpreted in a certain way, or they're paraphrasing, or people get things wrong.
Never happened. But I can see where that might have come in.
Oh, he's from...
Yeah, and I can understand the doing the thing, the technicality thing. Well, that's more of a debate bro thing that I'm probably guilty of. Because sometimes people will take things way too far with the sort of fucking manipulation of the language. So there's a balance there.
I love the California hate, Red Stain.
I never called you poor because I don't fucking talk about you.
That
I don't care about you, Ian. You're a
seems like a
nobody.
lie himself.
You're a dude that latches on to Pat, who latched on to
Seems like cope.
angry video game nerd.
Do you hear the anger in that? Because at this point, Smash was a fucking nobody. No one knew who Smash was. The retro community did. Yeah, didn't care about you. Makes a video, has a fucking meltdown.
Sorry, bro. That's not me.
He still does this today, but now he's he latched onto Grums. Now he's a bigger channel, and he does the whole thing where you're a nobody. You're small.
Yeah.
If you saw the little comment he decided to make to me in a
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to deal with someone who has no influence, just say that. Be honest about it, okay? Be like, I don't have time, okay? But don't respond. You're nobody. Especially when you have shit like this in your past. Because it's going to bite you in the ass.
In a post back from April, didn't call you poor. Remember how he used to flex that GameStop stock? Oh yeah, he used to do that. There's so many things that it just shows that he's never been anything but this Smash JT.
Called you poor? It was something along those lines. Like,
Nope, it wasn't.
What was it? What is it? Show it.
Show me something where I said you're poor. Never said that. Well, actually, I should say you were begging for money when you were like hurt or something like that. Maybe I alluded to you trying to take money from people.
So now you're saying you did, right? He's now saying that he did do that. I might have alluded to it now. But you know. Yeah, he sounds so triggered.
I don't recall ever saying you're poor though. But be that as it may, let's continue.
like he was like insulting me. Shirtless Shill called you poor? It was along those lines for not knowing the difference between, I think, like a Lamborghini and a Ferrari or something.
Definitely not me. Because, to be honest, I'm not really sure. So, nope, wrong again.
Something like that. Yeah. It was a touchstone moment for him.
A fucking touchstone moment for me. And you don't even have the right guy, dude.
Dude, bud.
Hey, man. What the hell? Like, what's that all about? A touchstone moment for me. You're trying so hard to shit on me. You guys are so cocky right now. This is the problem. You get so like cocky and confident that you're right about the Amico that you start taking leaps. This is a leap right here, and you get cocky and you get caught. Here.
Smash was found to be wrong in this comment.
Called out.
Covered that in a live stream about a month ago. And, you know, I was just kind of let it go after that. But to see them keep leaning on Tommy and the team and just going at them every chance they get and still saying it's not their victory lap. It's just, it's too cocky for me to take. I gotta speak up and say something.
It's triggered. He has to say something.
Like, bro, you're literally just as bad. And maybe you're in a group of people that will never tell you that. They just pat you on the back because they want to be in with the cool guys.
Where Smash is right
I don't
now.
give a shit about that stuff. I'll be straight up.
Oh, you give a shit about it, Smash.
You make up lies. You confuse
What
people,
are the lies?
You trash them, and you're not accountable for it.
Ah, accountability.
I guess that's really it. I don't have some wild revelation to discuss here. It's just kind of more putting Ian in his place, and Pat too, to a certain lesser extent. Just learn how to be humble a little.
Ooh.
A little bit. Like, you can be right. You can be confident about it.
Oh. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, you can be right. You just can't gloat over you being right. It has to be it has to be you're humble. But if something happens with me, well, yeah, I get to gloat about it. Like if it would have gone, if the Amico would have come out and been a huge success, Smash would have been in the right to go at them and have victory lap.
I agree.
They wanted to.
Victors.
But, you know, when it's happening to Smash, we can't have that. Not at all. So I wanted to. So there's that, and right around the 3-minute mark here, I had something. I didn't want to watch this whole video. It's 45 minutes.
Yeah, whoa. Whole videos.
With what she did do in that situation. You can talk about how unhinged she was. But let's listen to what he says here.
Haters more energy and justified their hatred. It spawned does not. I keep making YouTube videos, and that, ironically, is something that I always focus on. And I feel like it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not, but whatever. So the people that responded to the video yesterday, they reached out to me saying, I shouldn't have posted it. It just gave the haters more energy and justified their hatred for me, empowered them, made them feel like they were right, and is going to
Cope.
And if I'm letting them get to me now, then it's going to destroy me in the long term.
I mean, that's true.
I don't
Plus, it makes
care.
you look bad.
Like,
And it can
outside of
make...
the haters that keep doxing.
He doesn't care. Sort of like he doesn't care if he has to destroy his whole family to beat Melissa Marcante. It's just insane. Throw away everything.
Me and calling my job. And
What was that? I thought he got doxxed recently.
Haha, that's true.
When was
How
this
can you
video?
get doxxed?
2 years ago he got doxxed?
It's the tent, though. Everyone
By your
doxes
own
him.
Standards. Like,
Just by calling him by his name, you're threatening him, okay? Instead of his chosen name. You're dead naming him by using his actual real name instead of Smash JT.
you've already been doxxed, so it's not a doxing by the legal terms, right? That's what you always throw at me, is the legal terms of doxing.
Oh, moral
my argument
terms.
is
It's
Smash
the moral
JT is a
terms.
serial doxer. I don't care about the legal definition of it.
It's the modern Bailey. When they lose on the objective or legal side of things, they'll switch to the moral side of things. My morals are simple. I keep it to truth and intent. Well, it's hard to prove intent.
That's someone who wants to cope that it's
Yeah.
not immoral what Smash does when
Well,
he posts people's
depends on your
full names and
morality
things like
system.
that. But yeah, he's actually kind of misrepresenting the Alyssa causing him so much hate that he says that
Yeah.
he gets because she apparently doxed him or someone else apparently doxed him. So that's interesting.
and trying to ruin.
When he pretty much doxed McDizzle. Yeah, technically, by the internet terms, it's not a dox because McDizzle was dumb enough to have it connected to his channel, but still, the maliciousness is obvious there. The intent was obvious, and they tried to place a negative intent on McDizzle when that doesn't seem to be entirely true. There's a little bit of vindication with McDizzle, I think.
in my life and talk about where my kids go to school and talk about
Same talking points he uses now for all the darn lefties. So this is just the tactics he uses, the sort of talking points he uses to morally flog on the motherfuckers who are his haters. And yeah.
where my wife works and my
Yeah, all horrible stuff.
Already talked about on the internet where his wife works. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. For someone doxxed, they sure are cozy. Yeah, I get it. I get
Cozy
it.
TV.
Holding on that us-them statement. It applies great for the next video. Ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready, Scary. Let's get over to that. So that I wanted to point out. This isn't the first time that Smash has brought up the doxing stuff for victimhood. My personal take on it is don't bring it up, right? If someone makes a Kiwi Farm thread about you or something like that, don't fucking go do it on stream.
That's the smart thing. That is the smart thing. Don't talk about it. Deny, deny, deny. As much as you can. That's what I would personally do.
As a fake Christian
What?
Templar
Oh, he's bringing up
who
the
gets kicked
Templar
out of,
crap. Oh,
VTubers discords.
oh
whole different subject
God.
that I wanna
Low
eventually
blow.
get to.
War.
He keeps making
I mean,
those-
all true, so I can't,
but
by
it's
my
just the
ethics,
thing,
I
it's
can't
the
really
power.
judge War for that. I'm just like, really?
He's going to. There's no reason to put that in there. Whatever this.
There's no
YouTube
reason to
is
talk about
doing. I
Templar.
don't care
But I
if
get it.
haters.
I get it.
If you get death threats, ignore it. And if it's something
Uh,
credible, like
Yeah,
an action.
it's credible, and yeah, try to take legal action before you actually go for internet justice. But most of these people are bait. It seems like a lot of people bait some of this stuff so they can play victim. That's just how it seems to be. Not saying that's how it is.
Actual credible threat, then go to the police about it. No one gives a fuck on the internet. So with that, let's see what we got here.
Yes, I had no reason.
Oh, is this? I think.
Yeah. You're a robot. An actual robot.
It's about the 30-minute mark.
No, don't respect. I have no respect for respect here. I should have actually saved. Maybe there's a save point here. Do.
Let's see what we got here.
Violence and sexual content and
Look,
kids in
it's
sexual compromising positions and rape.
Review
on
Tech
Nintendo.
Television.
If that's what you want, then buy a Switch.
So when you do things like that, Rich, and you don't push back,
Yeah, I've seen this video.
like an asshole, and that you don't have respect not only for your audience but for yourself, because you have to do a decent job, and you can't let someone use you for an infomercial, which is what happened. That's what happened. And
Yeah.
it's just sad. And so he will never be able to address those things. So he makes jokes about
Rich.
gay sex, and he
Yep.
goes after people's friends and things like that.
You're a fucking loser. Like, there's no other better way to describe it. You two are fucking losers.
And no, Jay,
yeah.
stop talking to you because
We're all fucking losers on the internet.
I think he has
I
his own
didn't fucking block you. You blocked me. Some shit went
There's
south
bigger
and
losers
I
and
had,
less bigger losers,
I
though.
had, chatted back and
Depends
forth
on what
with
you
one
want to
day,
get from
I was
things.
blocked. So I
Oh
don't know.
God.
All right. And last but not least,
Worthless.
is Smash JT. Jeff,
I don't like the fucking block cope. Okay, you block. Get over it. Okay, yeah, use it as a own it if you want. Okay, but yeah, don't bring it up unless it's irrelevant or if it's funny.
Jeff Tarzia. Jeff,
Ooh, here we go.
for us. He's done about 8 to 10 videos about us. See you, Fraudcast. Pat.
Oh, with that Amico shirt on too. That shirt didn't age well at all.
Pat the Ace Punk is a fraud. I think he took that one down. And Jeff is a person that
Oh, he
always
took
was clout
videos
chasing for
down.
attention.
Wow.
One of these people that think I'll attack someone, we'll make up, and then we'll
Yes.
work together.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
He
when I
does
said
seem
these
to be
people
the
live in
logic.
Fantasy land.
Ah,
It does seem to be the logic as long as you play ball. Okay. I'm perfectly fine with it myself. I don't hold grudges. It's the internet. Misunderstandings happen all the time. But would you apologize or clarify something for someone and then do the exact same thing? It seems a little disingenuous to me.
a statement that I've already heard.
Ambulance chasers, and Jeff especially. You sniff out the fucking drama wherever you can find it in a dump. You rush after it. You put out a video without thinking. You say a bunch of bullshit. That person gets mad. I've seen this happen many times.
So it's funny because that's like a word for word breakdown of what he does for gaming journalism. He just says stuff that he thinks. Well, now it's almost like he's perfected it a little bit, the pattern a little bit, as you would say.
Not really. I wouldn't call it perfected. I would say he has his audience that accepts it. Okay, a lot better.
That he now looks for the games that he thinks he can start weakening because he's a bigger.
Oh, come on. You think he's the idea, man? He lets other people point him to the games because he's complete dumbass. Okay, he doesn't need to. He replaced Trent as the go-to guy where people bounce off him, but he doesn't. He goes off of other people. It's a fucking loop. It's a fucking not even a fucking loop. It's a
YouTuber
fucking
now, so
Mobius
basically
strip.
Say stuff.
Yep.
Like female gamers or anything like that. John Delarose had his falling out with Smash and Yorch. Yeah, but John Delarose on his side is there was a falling out with the Christian side of anti-woke because the Christians have a very different view of that of.
And the fact that there's a lot of people using the Christian identity. Yeah, that right woke. Woke right. Okay. Again, power plus identity. Woke. There's left, right. There's even a center. The center is really weird. They tend to take, like gamers would be a center position for my model of woke.
gaming than, say, the more goonery side or the more middle of the road anti-wokes like Smash.
You two make videos about each other. That brings your views up. Then you guys shake hands, and there you go.
Fair play, right?
Right. That's
No.
how you think it is. Except Jeff, because I know you really are talking lately about wanting an apology. It's barely been a year since you made fun of me for being sick and said I was a scam artist. Forgive me for being...
Oh, so he even made fun of him beforehand, and now you see what they're doing here? Mark needs to take a look at this video. They're showing at least pictures. I'm hoping they play something, but they're at least showing something. I can go try and look this up now, right?
Yeah. Being sick with no money.
Yeah, showing evidence of your claims, okay. Always smart to do.
Money in America. That never happens, right?
Thank you, Valerie. Yes. Come on, Valerie Uni, give me something good. Okay. Do I have another one? Oh, I didn't take it. Gadget. Do I not have another one? Oh, I need 4 to go with that. Oh, I should play this again.
And
there's 2 YouTube links that I can go look at.
I didn't put out that GoFundMe on my own. I did it because people kept asking. You think you're going to get you're going to get forgiveness? That you're going to apologize?
Goonergate, yeah, Goonergate versus Christian.
Yeah, what's with apologies? Okay, why does everyone want apologies? Just do better. Okay, just try to learn from your mistakes going forward. Some people have trouble with that, okay, and they should know when they need help in overcoming, because we can't do it alone. But some people get isolated and just completely off the rocks.
He's tried to apologize for you. But Jeff, there's no coming back from that. That's not a thing that people just fucking sweep under the rug. There are real repercussions for the fucking bullshit you say.
Yeah.
And again, like I said about Rich and Hooft, you're going to find yourself very fucking alone, Jeff.
Yeah, people will judge you for what you say.
Well, he found himself alone in the...
I like jumping off of burning bridges.
But now he's got
after
all
I set fire to them.
Kiss his ass all day long.
Yeah. Yes, men. Okay. And I'm sure if also Smash JT betrayed a lot of the sort of shills of Amigo and burned a lot of bridges that way. He burned bridges both ways, forward and backwards. I just don't build bridges. I like to go around bridges through the dirty creeks and shit like that. Use my own little rope system.
Regardless of views and everything else, or what's actually correct.
So there is no rebuilding when you're a piece of shit like you are.
This stank will follow Jeff to the ends of the earth, at least on YouTube. There's no rehab from this. So
this is true.
His response to my
but very
video
fucking soy.
was filled with lies.
And
was filled
I
with
disagree.
Like, oh, it was entertaining, but I saw through Tommy's bullshit. No, you didn't, Jeff. You absolutely
That's true.
didn't.
That seems
so
true.
Either you're lying or you're stupid. That's one or the other
Yep.
when it comes to this. So,
sort of my 4 Ds. A, dumb. B, dishonest. C, delusional. That's always the case. Plenty of delusional people on the internet. And D, all of the above. Because someone can be dumb, dishonest, and delusional all at the same time.
I've always said this, and I lean towards stupid.
example, that he said in his video he thought Tommy and him could have a mutually beneficial relationship and would help his channel. This is a person
mutually beneficial. No, it would have been one-way beneficial.
He said, Amico gave my channel attention, and that's one of the reasons I ran with it. You ran with something that you originally, Jeff, on your channel said was a bad idea. His first video echoed ours.
Yeah, I know.
We had similar thoughts, Jeff. We both thought this was a bad idea. But what happened?
He realized he could turn it into us versus them.
Jeff found salvation in the anti-woke community. That he did. And listen to this.
Same with
Smash
Grums.
Mm-hmm.
having a different take than he does later.
Just want to point out, if Grums went against his little group who follows him around like a cult, he would also get hit with the scam. Be like, we've come to terms with it. Yeah, this definitely seems like a scam. We should have seen it before. But we're going to take accountability by throwing him under the bus.
He didn't look for...
It's sort of a way to keep certain influencers under their thumbs if they have some dirt that their side can turn on them for. Brilliant move. Have some dirt. Make sure that they can't ever turn against you. At least in theory. Maybe Grum's good. It just seems weird. Same thing with Smash. Why they're so easy to control.
I would like to see this video. I'm sure it's
by
been taken down.
Their audience.
See us versus them. These guys are a little soy on the way they say it. Because they're going, oh yeah, the us versus them from him. Like, I get it. Drama is... Most people don't like drama on the internet. I personally do like drama on the internet. But...
yeah, drama's a useful tool. Drama's definitely a useful tool. I'll engage with it. Hell, I'll even start it if need be. But generally, I don't try to... It's just so tangential to everything on the internet. You have an opinion about something, someone's going to try to start a drama. You engage with it, or do you just don't engage with it? That's a different matter. People judging people off of if they lean into the drama or if they don't is completely irrelevant to me. It's more about who's being more honest and who's fucked up more.
Get him the clout.
That was part of it, but you thought Tommy and you...
And not from well, actually, I mean, I might be a fucking nerd, but the fucking technical nerd shit also is fucking annoying.
Could be like partners on the path to fame. How misguided is that? The Tommy Tallarico just the gaze of Tommy's face just transforms people into mush, and I can't think anymore. So you lied in your video saying you were not on board with crowdfunding, but crowdfunding was the very first thing they did, Jeff, in early 2020 with the Founders Editions. That was crowdfunding. They got people's money for pre-orders. That was the very fucking first thing that happened, Jeff.
People do love internet gossip.
That's a lie.
We love ourselves some internet slop here.
Yep. They also love low-hanging fruit to sort of gangbang on. Low-hanging fruit with a good old mob. I always try to avoid those, but there's still some of those things that... should I say I don't seek out jumping on a bandwagon for bandwagon's sake. There's some principles I actually hold, which will occasionally have me in a line with a bandwagon. But I'd still try to be fair about it.
Don't weak emoji.
Try not to be
you
stubborn.
You left a comment on the last crowdfunding attempt, Start Engine. That's gone. But you left a comment, Jeff, after you knew this was scammy as fuck. After you knew this was turning south, you left a comment saying, "I believe in the team." I'm paraphrasing. This was your Republic quote, which was probably similar. I invested because I believe in the team at Intellivision. I personally met with the creators and played this console hands-on. I can confirm there is a potential, very bright future for this device. Great couch co-op games with a truly unique controller makes for a very special gaming experience. So I don't know if that was the exact quote on Start Engine, but I remember seeing you put down a comment there. And that was after we had covered the SEC bullshit, after we knew this company was dead in the water, and you were still doing Tommy Tallarico's bidding as an accomplice to a scam at that point. You knew it was going down, and so your comment could have contributed to someone putting in more money, and thank God Start Engine shut down that campaign. But that's a...
I think I think they're giving Jeff or Smash JT. I don't want to be accused of doxing him, even though his name right there on the screen. Surprised they didn't accuse him. But yeah. Another thing. How can you dox him when this is still on the internet? How can he be doxed again when he uses his real name? Yeah, actually, Smash... Dead naming bullshit. Even more break. I even agree. You should try to use someone's current name.
You will triple and quadruple
or
down
who they
and
currently
not
are.
admit that you are a sorry-ass human being.
Oh, isn't that what I just said?
There's clearly no return that you suddenly flip and be like, well, I knew.
There was never an apology. What you said in your videos that I know about, first of all, I have you blocked on Twitter. You said in your you said in your Twitter comment, what the...
I think asking for the apology is actually fine from these guys here, since Smash is using this as a talking point. But that's just my thoughts.
What the hell did he fucking say in this? That was ridiculous. He said, Pat, you have me blocked. I've made many ignored attempts to reach you. I never got an email. I don't have you blocked on Facebook. I'm not blocked. Discord, you can try to hit me up. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Send me a fucking snail mail letter. I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff.
Meanwhile, I rarely block people. I do have all these people blocked at this point.
Jesus.
Don't need to know what I'm up to.
But then he lies and says, I made videos apologizing for how I handled the intelligent Amico. I don't give a shit, Jeff, how you handled the Amico. I care about shit you said.
And there's also that but in there, okay? When you put an apology, but then do a but, talking out both sides of your mouth, which Jeff, sorry, Smash JT does. Don't want to get accused of doxing him.
About me and Ian. An apology is, I apologize. I'm talking like you're four. I apologize, Pat and Ian, for saying these things about you. That you're a fraud. That you faked your medical issues.
So desperate for fucking attention, you really went after someone's medical.
Jesus. Yeah, they're angry.
It isn't Pat and Ian were right about the Amigo. That's not an apology. That's just saying we were right about it.
Yeah, I believe this is actually genuine. I don't know why they would let someone like Smash get under their skin, but not everyone's, this is why some people don't like drama. They're more emotional. And that is actually okay, but they shouldn't get into areas of the internet where emotion can be seen as a weakness. It's just a bad idea.
Situation. That's stating facts. You are a child, Jeff. You have to be
Yeah, I mean, Jeff and a lot of these other content creators that were around this tried to run these guys through the mud for Tommy. It was like pretty, I've watched some of the stuff on it. It was pretty, what's the word, diabolical? I don't want to say disgusting, but it was definitely not dealing with facts. It was more trying to talk down these two guys that were the standing force that were putting out stuff saying there's something wrong with this, and they were just absolutely relentlessly attacked. Sound familiar? Sound familiar to things that we know about Jeff in this day and age, where if someone says something, they'll run a smear campaign, they'll instantly go after you, they'll all make videos on you. It's all real
Yeah, that's a lot of YouTube though, War. Okay. It's just about how honest they are. I'm fine if someone does a video on me saying true things about me. But it's when you go with your feelings and how you feel about and all this other shit where things get complicated.
Real familiar to me.
At some point for your behavior. So yeah, he wants to make amends, and so this is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
You think he wants to make amends? No. He doesn't want to be a pariah, which I understand, but why actually go talking both sides of his mouth and doing it in a disingenuous way? It sounds like you apologized in videos. Why would they watch those videos? He was right about if you genuinely wanted to do it, you would have done it directly. I think Lyle Convoy has used this quote before.
Because he put out another tweet when he was
Character assassination is probably a better word.
Saying, "Hey Pat, let's meet up for a fucking beer."
Yeah, probably.
You dragged your wife into this. You took a selfie.
Also, something very familiar to what we see is Smash has to make himself feel better. So what does he do? He takes a picture with his wife. Look how happy I am. Look how great my life is. It does.
Yeah, and I'm guessing they're blurring her out, even though Jeff probably didn't, so they can't accuse her. It could be bait, and that might be why they're blurring this out. I don't know that for sure. Bringing the kids and wife in is a talking point now, I can imagine. Well, yeah, in the video previously, he brought up that. This is, oh, God, a very fucking slimy-ass tactic when you're playing victim and post these on your public account.
Doesn't matter. I wasted $10 million, or not 10 million, $10,000 on a scam. I'm living the life.
Selfie with her and tweeted it. It's despicable because first of all,
he uses her as a shield, is what
Yep.
he does.
And
Because
his
then you
kids.
can go and say, see how they're just hating on me and my life. No, bud, you use your family as a shield to go against criticism every single time.
That does seem to be likely true.
I see you getting backlash, including today. Like your comments on some of the stuff you were saying was absolutely getting fucking dunked on in almost every tweet you fucking made. You then posted a few hours later a picture of you and your wife having a great time. It's absolute loser behavior. I agree, Red Stain. You just have to show it's Facebook, fucking Instagram posting where look how great my life is, this and that. He might as well have stood next to a fucking sports car and took a picture with himself saying like, follow my fucking course and I can show you how to drive this car.
you don't know if I'm a psychopath.
Agree.
I'm going to confront you with your wife there. Second of all, I doubt you told your wife when you were taking that selfie, hey, I'm going to tweet at a guy that has a very reasonable
Tommy's Ferrari, yes.
Said at me for how he's talked about him and his friend.
Yeah, way to use her as a shield, you fucking coward.
Oh shit! I didn't pre-watch. I've watched this before a long time ago. I didn't know about the shield. I don't remember the.
Oh, I did pre-watch it.
Ridiculous.
But
So
I
it's
forgot
like-
about this.
Insane.
Do you not know how social interaction works and how when you say things?
No, they clearly don't. They think it's all TV.
It's all a game.
It's all a game.
It's not a game, Jeff.
Yeah, this sort of is just entertainment approach. Yes, there's an entertainment aspect to this, but thinking you can do whatever and all performance to a lot of people online, not just Jeff, a lot of people.
You don't come back from this. There's no happy ending. You don't get to write your own little happy ending when it comes to this. You were an accomplice to a scam with Tommy Tallarico, and you thought you'd get rich on it. You
love it.
Money. I don't even blame you for throwing in $10,000. You think you're gonna make your money back? That's fine. But you doubled, tripled down. You did his bidding. You did multiple attack videos on us, and you are. I actually pity you in a way because I can't picture
multiple attack videos. Multiple attack videos. You see how that works? When he thinks it's going to benefit him, when someone gets a lot of views and he can make money off of it, he will continue to make videos on them. He will push it. He will do whoever's bidding that he is above. I guess Grums now.
acting that way.
I don't. They deserve all the.
At least he's not supporting the game and pushing the game. He is running cover for him, saying he needs to fix. He's not approving of Grums. I mean, there is half-hearted things there, but
loneliness and misery that's coming to them at this point. They don't want to fix themselves. They don't want, like I said, they don't want to make themselves better. They don't want to be happy people. They'd rather just be miserable and talk about fucking drama all day.
Yeah.
It makes them feel better about their lonely, meaningless existence.
I disagree with that statement.
Of course you would.
There on that statement, there's nothing wrong with talking about slop and drama. if you get enjoyment out of it, you get enjoyment out of it. You don't have to have a lonely existence to
But if you are doing it with malicious intent for your own benefit, like Jeff is doing, and like many other on the online does, that's a little bit different of an issue. But determining that intent can be tough.
enjoy drama online.
You literally said you made multiple videos.
Now, obviously, they're talking from the perspective of Smash JT defending. Yeah, well, there's drama and then there's being a piece of shit. Absolutely agree.
Okay,
They're
yeah,
talking from the
that distinction.
perspective of Tommy Tellerico sending his
Simpler.
goon squad of YouTubers after people who were talking negatively about Amico, even when signs of it were coming out that it was a scam.
Apologizing to Patnine, you did not. You never said I'm sorry. And you know what? You know what someone has said about that too? It's not about
Yeah, I get entertainment from it.
You know, making a video because we don't might even find out about it. How about you personally reach out when Gamester81?
Yeah, making a video that you're gonna put ads on, you know, and monetize for.
I don't care about that.
Eat shit.
When
I don't care
Gamester81
about
made
your
his
opinion
video
on that
attacking
war.
me after the Coleco Chameleon thing,
I
blew
guess
up,
you have to.
He at least was a man and personally called me and reached out and spoke to me, and we hashed it out. The video was a terrible idea, but at least he actually apologized. That's what an apology is, Jeff.
That's what people do when they realize they made mistakes.
This isn't like, I'm going to see you, we're going to have a laugh about it. Ian's going to see you and have a laugh about it. That's not how these things work with real adults.
But again, I don't think he's actually sorry, and I don't think he really considers it a mistake. This is part of the MO. This is part of the fucking drama YouTuber circuit. They try to pull you in.
Absolutely. And so maybe that's where we end it. This is who these people are.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that you let Tommy Tallarico take advantage.
It's funny because, what is this, Review Tech USA? They beef with him all the time just for clicks and views here lately.
Probably.
Him and,
Probably.
Yep, that's right.
They're complicit.
This is nice guy Jeff. This is who Jeff really is. The man we just looked at today is who Jeff is. It's who he will always be.
And there is artificial drama, artificial disagreement, but it really goes nowhere. If your disagreements doesn't lead to anything, I'm just like, yeah, you're trying to pretend like you're not in an echo chamber at that point. Oh, we disagree over fucking minor points. You're still lockstep when it comes to certain things with other people. So stop trying to pretend like you're not in an echo chamber, because you don't listen to other people.
The current iteration of him
You're the
going
good
through
guys.
his, what do they call it, Sephiroth posting, his arc where he is just trying to make the most heinous or
Okay, I think this is most of it. What I wanted to actually look over in this particular place here. A little bit more, I guess.
and we got the anti-woke Jeff. Now we're getting into
Yeah.
Sephiroth website
Yeah, he goes
for
on.
over a decade.
Oh,
Different than what they said previously.
okay, here. I'll go over a little bit of this, but anyone who happens to see this and likes this, watch him. Stop watching me now. Watch this on him. I will actually move on to something else. A little bit of my own, a little bit of anti-woke bashing, because I haven't really done much. Let me go with one of the usual suspects, who's definitely feeding off of this, ranting for vengeance. More of a commentary thing, a gaming commentary. But I'm sure some other people have gotten into this. Haven't pre-watched this at all, but let's give it a look. It's my wheelhouse anime, and dude is probably a tourist in anime. That's one. Comics, definitely a tourist. This is why I don't speak on comics. Anime and manga, fuck no. I know more than most people.
Purists out there who think it's okay to come in and trash old manga, then complain about the male gaze. And in a string of events that we don't usually see, Twitter has actually destroyed them and picked apart their entire argument. Now, I'm not really into this kind of thing, attacking one channel or one person because of their beliefs. But if you're acting retarded...
Because you're a bitch. Okay. Oh.
Gays.
I don't fully believe in dogpiling somebody's video or channel just because they said something you don't like. But at the same time, this woke bitch...
Oh. Talking outside of both sides of your mouth. But she gave him justification. Are you sure there isn't a guy you could pick on for this with a similar take? Because there's a lot of similar male gaze people out there. Not all of them are female.
Thought it was a good idea to come in and talk about something that she knew nothing about. So this person uploaded their first video on their channel.
Like you with fucking anime. Because you're talking about, you started your channel with comic book, and his father's M-Trap or something. He does red pill content, if what I hear is correct, which seems pretty solid.
Which was about the magical girl genre of anime and manga. Which I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about other than Sailor Moon and Go Nagai's Cutie Honey. But therein lies my point. I would never make a video about this genre, trashing it or loving it, because I
Then why are you making this video?
know nothing about it. But this person thought that they could come in and do all that and get away with it. And I'm not going to show her
Get
entire
away
video,
with it.
But this guy clipped out probably the most important part and basically debunked her entire argument.
Unfortunately, a lot of magical girl series now are catered towards the male gaze.
Examples? Did they miss the nowadays? That was before 2000. Use better fucking examples, dude. You actually, he didn't do this. This was someone on Twitter who debunked it horribly. Nowadays. That was 20 years ago. God, this is god awful.
Say anymore. These are the type of people who are making these retarded types of arguments. As soon as you
And you're
use
even
words
more
like male
retarded
gaze,
with that.
my brain immediately shuts off and tells me you're
Good.
handicapped. I think a lot of real fans of anime and manga have
No,
also
it's because you don't have any brain. You can't engage. Okay, be honest with it.
become accustomed to that because it's all you hear in the modern discourse about anime and manga. I don't know too much about this, but back in the day...
No, you don't. Anime fans are rather rampant about this. The Freya discourse was rather upheaval, okay? Them calling it fascist and authoritarian, which a lot of anime people push back on, including myself.
If you made a video about anime or manga, you'd probably just be talking about how much you liked it and how good
Oh,
it was. But nowadays, there has to be some
got
complaint
it.
about the objectification of women or the male gaze. Which, sorry to break it to you, but the entire entertainment industry is built upon the male gaze. Which, when you translate the male gaze into real life English,
You are a fucking moron. In manga and anime, there is different demographics. There is manga targeting males and females, young males, young females, adults of all kind. There's all sorts of genre. Get the fuck out of my fucking genre, you fucking tourist.
just means basic human logic. So a show wants to
No,
sell
you
well,
don't have
so
it.
the male characters
You haven't
are
developed it.
badass,
Your
and the
brain
female characters
is
are
too
attractive.
small,
You
too
have a problem
undeveloped.
with that. This isn't just Japan. All over the world, this is how movies and TV
Ah,
shows and comics have
he's-
been made. And it's hilarious
he's
when
gonna
retards
speak
like
for
this
everyone.
act like it isn't a part of anime and manga.
He's going to speak for the whole world.
Time, which
Brilliant.
is 10 times more adult than anything being made nowadays. Then you have everything from Go Nagai, including his magical girls.
Fuck off with Goat Nagai. Okay. Seriously, I stand this man, okay? Do you know anything about him besides Cutie Honey? Motherfucking tourist, okay? Cutie Honey is his most weak work. It's got some meme appeal, okay? Devil Dante, Devil Man. There's a whole bunch of crap, and him talking about Cutie Honey just makes you look like a fucking gooner, man. I mean, a lot of his shit is very sexual, but Cutie Honey is just like the over-the-top fan service version. He actually has worse stuff, borderline hentai series, but yeah.
some new thing that they're putting into anime and manga. It's been there since the start with Go Nagai. And because these people can never go back and watch anything like City Hunter, Fist of the North Star, Captain Harlock, Space Battleship Yamato. They can't.
How do you know? She's talking about a genre made. I can't believe I have to actually fucking defend this woman. She's talking about a genre that should be for women. Can you even engage with her fucking points? No, it's a Twitter video. Is this how dumb this it is? How much more?
And watch Evangelion. And even in that, these people.
Why are you speaking for all these people? You're speaking for a whole fucking demographics of people. I'm just gonna let the stupidity play and talk over him.
Identically.
What?
Just plain spasticated. And I'm going to show some tweets here that I think made some good
Tweets,
points.
tweets,
These
tweets.
people probably disagree with me. But
These
I don't really
people.
Care. This person here
Probably.
talks about how the male gaze is actually just a shallow slur used against some made-up imaginary viewer that doesn't exist. And you'll see this as well with a lot of hoodweebs who want to complain about gooners and the male gaze and over-sexualization. And they create this person in their head, which is some slimy otaku who's sitting over a computer binge-watching these animes. When in reality, you're just making it up to attack some male viewers who enjoy the show. This other guy posted it would be awesome if people just did the minimum of research before making a video on a topic, which is an argument I agree with, and people would probably use it against me for some reason without watching any one of my videos. Because all that aside, this bitch is just annoying, saying random shit about stuff that she doesn't know about.
While series like Creamy Mommy are not directly explicit, they're full of sexual innuendos. I mean, like that title, Creamy Mommy.
Creamy.
This isn't even. Is this a current anime even? This looks old, like 80s.
I mean, like that title, Creamy Mommy.
Oh, that's cringe.
So first of all, she's not even looking into the camera, something that I can actually
What?
talk about because I don't read off of some script and I don't.
You
look
sure?
at the ground.
You memorize your scripts, got it.
If I started up a channel with just 200 subscribers and so many people were attacking me, they were being so mean-spirited. Grow a pair, for fuck's sake. Just look at my channel. I don't really want to be some narcissist who compares everything to myself, but really, when my
But you
channel
are.
was smaller, I uploaded a video about a comic I didn't like.
Look about. Yeah, you are. You are a narcissist, at least on camera, okay? You could be reading from a script your dad wrote for you, okay? Undeveloped brains.
It's just because this uninformed cow is complaining about the male gaze
You're more.
and just so happens to be left wing, you want to jump in and be a white knight and defender. Go fuck yourself and wake up to the real world.
No. I've lived in the real world. I have a developed brain. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because this is just fucking dumb ass logic and shit.
Upload a video, people can attack it and people can love
Yeah,
it. It's just the risk
absolutely.
you take every single time
Yep,
you hit upload.
okay.
And if you can't handle it, then don't hit upload
Okay.
and go back to putting pronouns in your bio. Because at least when I make a video with anime and manga, I actually read the damn thing and do my research.
you?
So there will be
Give
and
us an
should
example.
not ever be any sympathy for these type of people. Because when it happens
These
the other
type
way
of
around,
people.
you have thousands of people spam reporting you. So in short, I laugh in your face if you want people to stop attacking somebody who is trying to make old things gay and retarded. Once again, these people will probably disagree, but I thought they made...
Oh, they probably disagree. How are they making it gay and retarded? Yes, there's a sort of semblance of truth with the male gaze, but I don't even know. Maybe she has a misunderstanding. Probably if she's talking about the modern... That wasn't a modern anime from what I saw. Okay, she looked like a cherry-picked example, but you don't make yourself look much better with this
Millions
shit.
of people out there who believe this because they just came off
Oh.
of reading Berserk or watching Evangelion or Attack on Titan and think that they know everything
All the
about
popular
anime and
one.
manga. Which there's nothing wrong with liking Berserk and saying it's the best thing ever made if you just read Fist of the North Star and Devilman and Violence Jack.
What the
because
hell?
those three things invented
But-
Berserk, and there's literally no argument. Don't even try to.
What the hell are you talking about? They invented Berserk? This is just so uninformed.
dispute it. And the same goes for this magical girl thing. Don't talk about some random show you like when you know nothing about the people who created the genre. And definitely don't go around disrespecting them. Speaking of which,
Disrespect.
you see this person here replying to an...
See, See, this would be fine if he wasn't so fucking triggered by this video, coming off as so triggered. Again, this could be a script given to him by someone else for clicks and views.
Absolute handicap, my least favorite type of fan out there, which
I'm
wouldn't even
hoping.
call a fan. These people who go, sorry, I just want to watch Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't want to go back and watch some random thing from the 70s about devils. Yeah, well, most likely that thing from the 70s about devils created everything you ever watched. People say it all the time, why would I ever...
You're a fucking moron. Taurus, get the fuck off my screen. You're making these broad sweep and... So you're just a SJW of the right, okay? You're using reverse logic and trying to cope about it. Project your own shit on here. I need to actually wrap up in the next 10. You know, like... So I'm just going to get to the next one. Templar. I might as well join this bandwagon on a random video. Video games. Let's see how good the man is here.
This video really highlights that this used to be a games company that translated into a woke DEI slot factory.
Great. How did they do that?
Now, the studio is hellbent on making these bloated movies that are filled with DEI garbage.
How did they do that?
Nonsense that's unappealing to most everyone.
Why
And
is that?
then, on top of that, they will re-release the game to the next generation and the next generation. We had The Last of Us Part 1 on PS3, PS4, PS5. I'm sure it'll come to
Is this just going to be a list of things that he thinks about? No facts, no arguments? Seriously.
PS6. The fact is that The Last of Us is one of the most remastered games I've ever seen. Every console generation, there's a remaster or two. Oh, you want the normal remaster or you want the super deluxe remaster? It's a company that's given up. They're only interested in money and putting a...
Oh, God. Yes, they're interested in money. They're interested in growing, okay? They bring it in. These fans are willing to gobble this shit up, okay? There is a problem there. What does that have to do with DEI? These two problems are not fucking related, at least I don't see it, and you're not making a fucking argument for it.
DEI pig slop, as we're going to see from the type of people that work at
type of people.
And by the way, let me just say how much I laughed when I saw that they censored out this woman's rainbow t-shirt.
Why?
Because they
Why did you laugh?
They knew.
What does this have
if
to
she
do
was
with
wearing
anything?
a
You're
rainbow
not...
T-shirt, all hell was going to break loose. But they figured it
What?
out anyway. The internet is
What?
good like that. And also...
No, the internet's
red
retarded
alert.
like that.
Red a fucking alert.
What?
Holy shit.
What? You...
Like, what are we doing?
Is he really judging the cover? Material, man, material. What do they say that you don't like? What do you think they're saying that destroys the industry?
What
Words.
are we doing?
Learn to use them.
Head of Culture and Communications. So here's what the post says. Naughty Dog have dropped a 40-year anniversary vid. You can actually see when everything went to shit. on
Okay,
the
when?
timeline.
Okay,
I don't
come
know
on.
Why they blurred out the
What's the
rainbow on
timeline?
her shirt.
Why are you bringing it up then?
The damage has already been done. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, you've got a woman wearing a rainbow shirt.
Is he using a video where he's talking to chat? I'm trying to understand.
You've got a fucking nose, you got like a septum ring. Her name is Haley Gross. She is gross. These people are gross. She comes from a family that's gross.
What?
Yeah, these people have ruined everything. They have
These
worked their
people.
way in. Gaming
How
used
did
to
they
be
ruin it? Oh, it used
by
to be.
men for men. And then a bunch of women.
Yes, geeks were primarily men back in the day. Things has changed. Geeks in the past wanted women in. Haven't you seen fucking... What was that? A lot of the 80s nostalgia shit, like Stranger Things. There's a lot of shit out there. Oh, shit. Thank you. I was distracted by fucking the stupidity.
Wormed their way in and said, "You have to change this for us." And since that point, everything has gotten worse. Yes, I am blaming it entirely on women because when it was men who were in charge, everything was better.
That's because you're an idiot. No, it wasn't. There was plenty of problems. E.T.
Misogynistic as they want to be, things were better. When
How?
It was just a bunch of bros.
Jesus Christ.
A bunch of dudes.
Jesus
Do you
Lord
guys remember
Christ.
That old picture of BioWare where it was
A picture.
It was the three co-founders of BioWare. And it was like their initial
This guy
team,
is literally.
and it looked like Asmongold and like the World of Warcraft guild hanging out. It was just a bunch
It
of
looks.
bros.
It looks. It looks.
It looked like
What
a bunch
was
of
it?
college bros that were just getting together to go make something fun. And then
Looks.
it changed.
Looks. Oh, how did it
became
change?
Too corporate, too HR. Women wormed their way in. That's offensive. She's too pretty.
You're talking about two different things. And some people would say that they're related. The sort of PC culture came along, so the corporate people brought in the sensitivity readers to sort of sanitize, make sure they didn't get backlash. Just like in the fucking 90s when the government and people were all up games' asses about violence in video games and sexuality. I stand for fucking research psychologist Chris Ferguson, who did Mortal Kombat, The War on Video Games, which really just set the bar for do violence in video games cause violence in the real world? His research was like, no, there's no long-term effects. In the moment, it will cause some tendencies in some people to elevate, but it doesn't have any effect on the real world. Go read a book, dude. Let me not go there.
We got to change that. She's got to be the main character, and they have ruined everything
How?
ever since.
You're just making
And you
these
know I'm
sweeping
right.
claims.
As much as you may not want to admit it because you're more interested in virtue.
No, I've actually done research. I've done videos diving into this bullshit. This is why you fucking tourists don't appeal to me. You have no arguments. You look at the surface and you go with the talking points of people bigger than you and apparently suck up to them. So sucking up to fucking bigger people is your priority. Logic, evidence, none of that is a concern for you, but you're a Christian. Apparently. I've heard rumors he might have had they, them pronouns in his profile.
You know that I'm right.
But none of that shit actually matters when it comes to his argument. He could be the shittiest human being. He could be the fakest person. If he had good arguments, I might be able to agree with him. But he's got nothing. He's using authority, unearned authority.
Enter a space, guys change. And they
Okay, I can agree with that. See, I can agree with that. What space? Let's see how he expands on something I can't agree with in theory.
become more competitive, not to make the project better, but against each other to get the girls' attention.
Not necessarily. Not in a professional setting. Oh, yeah, you'll have the one dude like Mark Kern, maybe, who does that shit. But some people are fucking professionals, and they do shit they don't like even.
So the guys have been trying to out-woke each other and out-male feminists.
How does that help them? Girls like, typically guys are like, girls like the bad guy. I think that, I don't even know if that's true. Okay. Just nice guys get walked on seems to be a trope that seems to have something. Depends on the guy.
Each other. Because now I'm the real ally.
No,
you should
no,
sleep
that
with me. I'm the real ally.
that gets you walked on. Typically, that gets you walked on and used at the end of the day. Yeah, let me do the engineering. It's a good ability to have. Let's hope just to get this through. Why not engineering?
These guys have neutered themselves basically in
How?
order to get with a girl.
Examples,
And
dude.
it is fucking
You're just
pathetic.
making assertions with
The
nothing to
entire
back it
dynamic
up.
of the gaming industry has changed. And for nothing, for no
And how do
upside
you know
whatsoever.
this?
And including the intro of this particular video.
What?
Runs
What
on
video?
a trope that we've seen time and time again.
Trope.
Where the girl is going to tell the guy.
Trope. Well, obviously this guy wasn't around for Anita Sarkeesian feminist frequency if he's going to focus so much on the fucking tropes. I've done it before, more as a joke. A parody of fucking Stuck in a Fridge. Okay. I find the irony of using some of the things funny, but the dude actually has the SJ, the they them, former they them, now Christian, has the mindset of the people he's criticizing now. That's the way it seems like. They have, he has the woke virus, and he brought it to Christianity. How sad.
They make it go.
Push the start button. I knew that. All right, I got it.
Yeah. So, in
Dude does real shit. He gets into action. Why would he need to play video games when his life is a fucking action game? Okay. Sorry, not every fucking guy. Okay.
back in reality, how many times have you had a woman in your life, be honest,
Oh,
that
what?
didn't figure out how to change from auxiliary 1 to HDMI 1? How many women in your life have you had?
You know what? I'm reluctant to call anyone sexist. Functionally, this dude is a fucking complete sexist pig. Okay. When you just go with the woman to woman, all these assertions about women broad scale. I hope this is a fucking act by him thinking, let me play up the sexism just for views, but fucking hell, I don't care. At the end of the day, who you are on the internet, yeah, you need to own a bit when people judge you for
don't
that.
really understand. How do I turn this on? I'm pressing the remote. That's not the power button. That's the volume up button.
Oh, God.
I know from personal experience, most of the women in my life are technologically illiterate. That's not to say all of them. That's not.
What, your grandma who took you in after your fucking parents didn't want to deal with you anymore? I don't know that to be true, but he's making all these sweeping claims about fucking all these other people that he doesn't have proof for, so I'm going to do the right back. Yeah, I'm going to invent a whole life story.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them probably hate you. They're probably...
calls from family. I get calls, especially from my aunts.
No, I don't believe you.
My aunts would
I really
call
don't believe
and they'd
you.
be like,
You're just too fake for me to believe
I
you.
don't understand. Like, I haven't.
I don't believe you. You're too fake.
I have the DVD in, and
You
I
obviously don't know anything
what's
about
happening.
reality.
Okay, like, is it on like HDMI 1? No, it says.
And what the fuck
to-
is this content-wise?
You need to
Shit,
press the input button.
not
Where's
all
the
my
input
content
button?
is
Oh, it's the
fucking
button that says
brilliant, but
input.
this is just like, what?
All right, I pressed it.
What are you going with this stupid anecdotal shit?
There it is. Oh, that's great. You know, I would always love to help my family.
No wonder
but
he
the
doesn't
fact
want to
of the matter
fucking
is,
engage
this
with
idea
anyone.
that women-
He's
oh, no,
functionally
they're smarter, they're the
moron.
technological ones. No, they're not. Women.
Assuming he's
women
not.
are not the smarter gender. They're not the stronger gender. They're not
Oh,
the more
God.
ingenuity-minded gender. It's just all of this fiction.
Okay, technically he's right about if you're talking about broad scale, they have women have better social intelligence, why men deal better with items across the board, generally. If you're talking about statistically, men are better in the STEM fields, why women are more better at the socializing thing. You're sort of broad scaling the fucking intelligence. Different people have different intelligences. There's people who are brilliant musicians who are completely brain dead in other areas. He did it. And other shit like that. Okay, this is just so brain dead and so divorced from reality, but you would expect that from someone who fucking does a fucking does an AI of James Earl Jones. doing Bible quotes. Why James Earl Jones? There's much better sources.
And in the
And
meanwhile, people can see through it, so it's not authentic. and they're
no,
rejected
they
immediately. And
they
you don't have to like
no.
what I'm saying,
Okay, I need to end anyways. Just listen and believe to this Templar guy. He shows no examples. He makes no arguments. He makes assertions and tries to use his fucking moral crusading persona to get gobstoppers and others to give him some sort of authority. Apparently, Tectone, also, Asmongold's mods don't even want to deal with him. But zip out. Sorry, I sort of dropped the radio persona here. It's hard to keep that through what I'm doing here. Maybe I'll find a better format and change the series, but gonna try to do a couple hours, couple times a week. And with that said, around the same time scale, which seems like a sucky time scale, at least for me. But I make my things to be enjoyed, or at least tolerated, in post, or at least I try to. End of the day, I